Welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. I'm Elisa, and today's letter was written on Monday, July 26, 1971, by my mom, Sarah, to my dad, Dick, while he was serving in Vietnam. This one means a lot to me, not just because of what she writes, but because I've actually seen it. The photos, the bear. There's this giant teddy bear and some old snapshots, sitting at dinner tables with friends, always nearby, and for years I wondered where he came from. Well, here's the answer. On a hot, exhausting summer day in San Antonio, my mom ducked into a Ben Franklin store and saw him in the window. 5 feet tall, soft, huggable. She named him Little Richard, and he slept in bed with her that night. It was her way of feeling less alone while Big Richard was away. In the same letter, she talks about going to her 4th-month pregnancy checkup. Everything looks great, but she's totally worn out. She nearly faints in the middle of errands and seriously considers postponing her trip just to take care of herself. That says a lot about how careful she was with the baby and with her body. She also mentions swinging by a place called Oscar's for a hamburger steak. We don't know exactly what Oscar's was, but it kept coming up in her letters. And it makes me smile, because my dad had this exact same kind of tradition with me. He used to take me to a place called Walter's growing up, a classic diner-style type joint with meatloaf, fried chicken, and his favorite, hamburger steak. It's no coincidence that later, at Allgoods Bar and Grill, one of the staples on the menu was the same hamburger plate. Some things just stick. Here's the letter, just as he wrote it. Just as she wrote it. Ah, my sweetheart, how does this find my precious little chickadee? Loving me, I bet. I love you. I had a busy day, too. Too busy, I believe. I got up early and went to my 4th-month check. I came out with flying colors. The baby has moved up 7 centimeters. He's now up to my belly button, and he's getting bigger. Dr. Brecken asked me when I walked in if I really thought I was pregnant. He laughed and said if he couldn't check my belly, he'd never believe it, 'cause I sure don't look it. That's because I'm tall, and plus, I had a 2-month belly to start with. I love you and our little baby. I came home to check my mail. Your special delivery letter was here, plus 2 other very sweet letters. Then I went to the bank to close my account and get traveler's checks. Now for the husband-wife talk. Money. I wrote the following checks today. $150 rent, dated August 1st, okay? $100 traveler's checks, $60 car payment. And now, a surprise. On my last-minute travels, I had to get some stationery, which I'm not opening until Miami. And there in the window, just waiting for me, was my almost famous Little Richard. I found my teddy bear at the Ben Franklin store. He's about 5 feet tall. I can hardly reach around him. Oh, Dick, he's so sweet. He's in bed with me now, and I feel like I'm not all alone. I'll send a picture of him as soon as I finish this roll of film, okay? He cost $20.79. I had seen one at Jen's, but this one was $9 cheaper. So now our little baby has his first animal. And if it fell on him, it'd probably kill him. Anyway, it's a little substitute while my favorite one is away. He has no hair on his chest, though. Back to the money. That should be all for the month, except for the phone bill. I won't pay that until I get back, so it'll come out of September. After the bank, I felt tired, hot, and hungry. I ran by Oscar's for a hamburger steak, but I thought I'd better rest, so I came home and laid down for an hour. Then I went to the post office. Had to send the red slack suit back to Mom, get some stamps, and mailed my baby's letters. Then I went to the BX for razor blades and a few odds and ends. I barely got 6 feet before I felt funny again. I thought I was going to faint. I ran to the cafeteria and got a Coke. Well, I felt some better. I decided to come home, and then I felt better again. I called Dr. Brecken anyway. He said this was normal. When the weather is this hot, just rest, get fluids, and cool down. Pam called and invited me to dinner at the Hungry Farmer. I felt so much better that I went. Jan, Pam, and I went out. We also went to the cleaners in Ben Franklin's store. I put my clothes in the wash, I came home, and now they're in their dryer. I packed, I finished, and now I'm making a tape to my darling. I will send a letter from Miami. Darling, I feel so tired when I wake up in the morning. If I still feel this way tomorrow, I'm going to postpone my trip one day and just stay in bed to rest. If I leave tired, it'll feel like starting behind. I'd rather wait one day and feel good, okay? You see, I'm taking good care of your property. I have to return here on the 26th. My 5th-month check is on the 27th. It was supposed to be on the 30th, but they're closing the clinic from August 28th through early September for painting and such, so I didn't want to miss an appointment. Oh, we got our first baby present today. Becca, the girl 2 doors down, had a baby shower. She got 2 baby totes and gave one to me for our baby. When her baby is born, we'll get them something from us, okay? She also got 2 gift certificates from Johnson's Baby Products and gave us one. I wasn't invited to the shower. It was a squadron thing, so I don't feel too badly about not giving a gift yet. Baby, what caught your eye that you liked for me? You know I go crazy trying to figure those things out. Just like when you got the whittled chickadee and hid it from me. I spent half my time trying to figure it out. Now remember, only a card on our anniversary, and even that isn't necessary. Anything we have for little presents will be saved for R&R, so we can share everything together, okay? Did we decide on a hotel in Waikiki? I can't remember. I definitely want room service. I'll ask Dr. Brecken about intercourse when I go in for my 5th-month check, right before our happy month of September. Then we'll know all the do's and don'ts. Well, Whittle Chickie, I am tired and seepy. I'm going to snuggle up to little Richard and pretend he's Big Richard. I groove to you so good. You're the most wonderful thing that ever happened to me. Thank God for bringing us together, and with that, the greatest love ever. I love you. Guess what? I miss you too. Forever and always. Sarah. That was my mom, Sarah Allgood, writing to my dad, Dick, on July 26, 1971. This letter makes me smile because it's one that I can actually picture. I've seen that bear, little Richard, sitting around the house, in photos, even at the dinner table with friends. He really was part of her life while my dad was away. And I love that she almost postponed her trip just to rest. It shows how serious she was about protecting the baby, about listening to her body, even when everything felt overwhelming. And then there's Oscars and the hamburger steak. Those little details have such staying power. My dad loved those kinds of meals, and he passed that on to me. Allgoods Bar and Grill served up a hamburger steak plate that felt like home. We called it a blue plate special. It wasn't fancy, but it was his kind of food. Thanks for listening to the Allgoods. If this project means something to you, and you'd like to support it, it would mean the world, and you can visit buymeacoffee.com/The Allgoods Love. More soon.